Happy Hump Day, traders. It's Matt and JC with Empire Algorithmic Trading here to bring you your daily dose of VWAP Vision's Stock Talk.
It's where the volume weighted average price helps us make sense of the markets, Matt. So it's time for a little stock talk.
Woo woo. All right, Jace. Well, happy Wednesday to you, sir. I had to stop you right before this because I didn't want you to give it away. I want to see what happened in the markets today. Let's go.
It was a very bullish session. This is I was kind of thinking about it like last night we were kind of talking like this is just classic bull market stuff. What was funny is it doesn't really look like classic bull market stuff until it looks like classic bull market stuff, which is and it doesn't look like bear market stuff until it looks like bear market. So it's kind of I was kind of laughing about that a little bit, but today was classic bull market. Opened down near its low, rallied throughout the day. It was a good session. We actually had breakouts today for the first
Woo.
time since last week's big sell-offs. We've had nothing but sell signals going on until today. We had some really legit buy signals.
Nice.
Buyers came in and pushed everything up. I remember yesterday when we were talking, I was like, "Hey, our best stock was up 5%," and you're like, "Only 5%?" And I'm like, "I know." That was not the case today. So it was just an exciting session. These are the kind of stuff
Yeah.
that I love, right? Am I disappointed I got shook out on some of these stocks that just blew up today? Yeah, of course I am. But would I have been even more disappointed if the market had continued to roll off and I'd held those? Then yes, I would have. So there's plenty of opportunities. Get in on some leaders. So. And besides, I got stopped out for profits, so you can never really complain about getting stopped out for profits. So all
Ah,
in
I
all,
made some money.
it was a fun, exciting session. S&P such a small gain, right? But it's a new all-time high for the S&P 500, and more
Uh,
importantly, we get to move the anchors. So we're right back up
yes.
moving those anchors. That means buyers are in control. The momentum is continuing. Nasdaq Composite, not quite a new high on the Nasdaq yet. At least I don't think so. Let's just double check. Sometimes my eyes are a little wonky. 22,788. Yeah, not quite a new high on the Nasdaq, but again, a nice follow through from yesterday. It was up 0.4%. Small caps actually did rally up today, but they just pretty much stopped right at the anchored VWAP there from its previous all-time high. So, or I shouldn't say all-time high. I should say rally high. I'm not sure if these are. Oh no, that is an all-time.
Oh,
So right at
yeah.
their previous all time. So we do want to see the small caps get above that point. And then same thing with the mids. The mids did retake their 10-day and their 20-day moving averages, which is very bullish, but still just below their anchored VWAP. So we want to see the buyers come in and push those up. And then bonds are just holding, and that's exactly what we want. We just want
Yep.
bonds to either rally or just stay still, and that's good. And then, believe it or not, the VIX, which actually opened up strong when the market sold off, nobody is believing this rally, right? That's what that VIX is telling you. But as
Yeah.
the day progressed, the VIX came down a little bit more. It did end up a little bit, but I think some of that fear, I think there's some realization. And when you take a look at some leading stocks, you're going to realize that, yeah, there's some buying going on. It was pretty fun.
All right. I love to hear that. That is such a positive thing when it comes to the general markets. Everything going up. Again, not quite to that, guns blazing, all cylinders firing, but going in the right direction. That's really
Yep,
exciting. So,
that's right.
well, that's it for the general markets, everybody. Next, we're going to talk about some of the big movers, and again, all of these big movers come to us via our daily algorithmic buy and sell signals. So these movers have hit those signals previously, and that's why we're going to talk about them. And if you want access to those algorithmic daily buy and sell signals, subscribe over on our Patreon, patreon.com/empire algorithmic trading. So, Jace, who moved? Where'd they go?
Well, we had quite a few, like I said, that were just blowing up today. Wi-Fi is one of them. WYFI,
Oh,
white fiber. This one we talked about yesterday, as a matter of fact, on our arrow report. This was one of our green arrows for today to watch for a buy. I bought it this morning when I saw it ticking up and actually took a little bit of profits this afternoon, nice and early. It was up 17.7%. It's pretty nice when you buy it and you look a couple hours later and you got like 14% gain. So I took a little off the top on that one. Maybe it was about 12%, somewhere around there. But anyhow, just took some one-day profits, just a hair off of that. But a really nice strong breakout, up 17.7%. ACMR, another one that we talked about last night during Arrow Review, is setting up for potential breakout. That was up 11.8%. Western Digital, which bounced right off the 10-day moving average. For some reason, this one didn't make the watch list this week, which is why it didn't make the arrow
Mm,
report, but it would have made the arrow report last night, and it had a strong follow through as well. And then
yeah.
Applied Digital, it rallied up hard, up 8.9%. This one is setting up for another potential move, but that was a really
Yeah.
good. On the downside, again, this is why you set your
Yep.
stops. Right? Reddit, right? It sold off hard today, down 11.9%, going the exact opposite direction. I bought this one first, way down here at 141. Bought it again, sold some more, and then ultimately got stopped out on everything at 244.42, and is currently at 202. So pretty nice sell signal there. ASIC, again, the 1-day fail right
Oh,
here, broke out, pretty much collapsed, pretty much 2 days later, I should say, at that 4%. And then it hit another stop down here, another sell signal, which I ended up stopping me out at 21. It's currently down at 1788. It was down 9.5% today. And then Eaton Pharmaceuticals, after a strong
wow.
run up, coming right back down to the 10-day. Now I do have some shares in this one, but I'm going to see how every time I've been selling at the 10-day, I paid the price for it. So except for Reddit, naturally, but I'm just going to see how this one reacts tomorrow. I'm going to set my stop for today's low, see if we get some buyers at that. But Eaton was down 7.6 or 6.7%, I should say.
Mm,
But these were the outliers. The big ones we had. 22 stocks just from our August buy list that were up
wow.
over 3% today. So it
Yes.
was a strong move. We had some really really nice breakouts. All in all, it was the perfect start to a green zone. This is exactly what you want to see.
That's awesome. Well, that is it for us today with VWAP Vision Stock Talk. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube, listening on Spotify. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, rate, review us as well if you wouldn't mind. If you are following us on any of our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, X, Threads, thank you for being there. Wherever you consume your trading digestibles, we are feeding you. So make sure to look us out and follow us there. If you want to learn more about who we are and what we do, check out our website, VWAPvision.com. That's VWAP Vision.com. And for all the goodies, our arrow reviews, where we talk about potential breakouts or potential failures. If you want access to our educational videos, where JC and I talk about how we use our algorithmic buy and sell signals in our trading strategies, or if you want access to those signals, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. And until arrow review, JC, happy trading.
Thanks, buddy. Happy trading, Matt. We'll see you in just a little bit.
See you soon.